Night Swim is that horror movie that you've probably seen about a killer swimming pool made by James Wan and starring Kerry Condon and Wyatt Russell. Is it as bad as it probably sounds? Well, the short answer is yes, it is. This movie is about an hour and 45 as far as I can remember, but it did feel like a little bit of a drag. Kerry Condon is the saving grace here. I actually didn't think her acting was that bad. Now, as an Irish person and as someone who knows her from performances and knows what she sounds like, I could hear that Irish accent seeping through her American accent. Maybe they should have just kept her as an Irish accent in this, but I still thought that she was pretty good. Wyatt Russell made me laugh more than he probably should have made me feel other ways that they were trying to imply in this movie. And yeah, he's cool, man, but I just keep seeing John Walker from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and yeah, he was okay, but nothing to write home about. And look, the movie is about Wyatt Russell and Kerry Condon. They both move into a new house with their kids. Wyatt Russell needs like therapy because he has MS and he is a big baseball player. He's now out of action and everybody knows him, and he's really depressed because he can't do what he loves. And when he starts getting into the water, it's basically like water therapy, and he starts to miraculously recover from his injuries and his disease. And yeah, look, the premise of the movie is exactly what you probably think it is. There is a swimming pool, and it is a killer swimming pool. And although it sometimes tries to make you think that that's not the case, that there might be other entities at work, nah, it's literally haunted water. And I think to me, it's a bit fucking stupid, but I mean, I was going in and I was like, this surely can't be as bad as I'm going to think it is. But yeah, look, it was. I mean, the sound design was pretty cool, I'll give it that. The cinematography was also okay. There was a lot of shots from up above looking down on the swimming pool, and it was cool. But honestly, there is one shot, and this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer as far as I know, but they start to see like ghosts and demons and stuff like that in the pool, and things get explained. But one of them, honestly, it was meant to be like this big scary moment, and as one of the characters, I think it's one of the kids, is going near one of the drains, you see like a ghost, right? And I'm deadly serious. My friend Mark turned to me and was like, is that Danny DeVito? And it took everything out of the scare factor. It literally looked like Danny DeVito, and I actually want to go back and just see it just for that scene, because from afar, now obviously when I went in closer, it wasn't Danny DeVito, but the coming up to it, when it was meant to make you feel, oh, there's something there, you're looking at it like, that's Danny DeVito. And it was very funny, but that's just me. Maybe you don't agree if you've seen it, but I'm convinced that it was Danny DeVito. But yeah, it wasn't scary. There was no jump scares, really. There was nothing that you could be like, whoa, that will stick in my head as being super creepy. Nothing gets explained. The third act is just all over the place, really. I didn't like the ending at all. I thought it was cringe and I thought it was silly. Even the song that plays when the credits start rolling, I think it's like, pull me deeper. It's just so cringe and silly and cheesy. But look, I'm not going to say anything else about this movie, because the likelihood is a lot of you aren't going to watch a movie about a killer swimming pool anyways. But this was my first watch of the year, and I have to give Night Swim 2 stars, 4.5 out of 10. Now, I did originally have it at a 2.5 stars, but I went, nah, I'm being a little bit too generous. So 2 stars it is. Night Swim, made by James Wan and produced by Blumhouse, who make a lot of other horror movies. So you probably expected it to be better than it was, but unfortunately, just wasn't for me.